Blah, blah, blah. Puh. Bonfire head there for what?
Therefore, bonfire.
Something. Indeed.
I forgot what happened last episode. It's been a couple of days.
We were wandering around this icy wasteland. I believe we were chased into a bonfire room by a red phantom and one of those ice mage tree guys.
Oh yeah, by the way, these tree guys are they're reused enemies as well.
Are they?
Yes.
Which ones?
We haven't encountered them yet in the main game.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, because I thought we were pretty close to the end of the main game.
No, they're in like one optional area that I completely missed, but I will do all of it in episode 36. Stay tuned.
Where is this optional area?
He's to do with Gandalf.
Oh, right, okay.
Wheelchair man.
Yeah, I actually literally forgot about which NPC we were talking about for a moment there, because
It's fine.
it's been a while since we saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, we're too stupid to actually talk to him for anything, so...
Oh, hey.
What?
Aren't you that guy?
This...
Well-
Yeah, this seems suspect.
Yeah. So this is the only invader where it doesn't give you a message ever.
Huh. Why is he... Why does he have the same coloring as a, shade?
Oh, because there's a ring that you can wear that no matter who or what you are, it turns you into a white phantom.
Ah. Interesting.
And there's also a ring that, no matter what type of phantom you are, the ring turns you into a normal person.
Of course. Yeah.
So, I don't know what use that can have, but whatever.
It definitely seems like there's... they've implemented a lot of things into this game that's sole purpose is to screw with PvP players.
Yeah, probably. Like, if this was, like, my first time,
Man, look at this
you know,
guy.
playing Dark Souls 2 and I see an invader and he's a white phantom, that'll definitely catch me off guard. But,
Yeah.
but now that I know about it, like, what's the point?
It's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he...
Anyway,
hi.
so this guy's name is Maldron the Assassin. We did encounter him in the second DLC.
Oh yeah, it is the same guy, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's back
And
in
he's-
white phantom form.
Yeah, and he's still every bit as much of a huge jerk as he was the first time around.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ow. Does he have extra backstab damage or something?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. This game just likes to jack the shit out of just invaders in general. But
Still, that was pretty absurd for some backstab damage there.
oh, you think that's bad? Wait until you see the end of this episode.
Oh,
Well.
he's healing.
So,
No.
his AI is much like his previous encounter. He just
Yeah.
runs away or whatever. But in this case, he runs to a dead end, and there aren't as many enemies in this area.
Still much more impressive than most of the other phantoms we've fought.
Yeah, this guy gets special treatment.
Yeah, for some, even though once again he is a character who has no like explanation in the lore or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least for invaders in the previous games, they have like unique armor to them. But
Oh,
like every invader in this game, they like mix and match their armor, so
Yeah.
nothing is unique to them. So we can't get any item descriptions about them. So we don't know anything about them.
yeah, that's interesting too because like yeah, the NPCs in like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, like they all have like their unique armor sets. Like when you get like Yurt's armor in Demon Souls, like all of his armor is like specifically designed for him.
Yeah, or Kirk in Dark Souls. Like,
Yeah.
you can even find his corpse when you kill him 3 times. Like,
Yeah.
That's some lore when you find his corpse and then get his armor.
Yeah. But then in this, they just all have like normal sets of armor that you can find throughout the world.
Yeah, I forget. Did it just show Invader Banished or did it not?
I was not looking close enough, unfortunately.
Okay, I don't think it did. So
I didn't. It didn't.
maybe that wasn't even Invader in the first place.
I don't know.
But it's still probably the same guy as before.
Well, he was exactly the same like design.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So it's better to deal with that guy before you open these doors because he actually runs down here if they're opened. And it's way worse if you encounter him here.
Will he run down here like if you haven't engaged him?
No, you have to engage him first before he does anything.
Okay.
But he
Oh, hello.
You recognize this guy?
Are we?
Yeah, so Maldron runs down here and like hides behind this boss. This reused boss.
Dark Souls 2. Why?
So, when we first encountered this guy in Earthen Peak, like, he at least has some lore. I mean, it's not good and it's not a lot of it, but it's at least some lore, you know.
But why is there another one here?
Yeah, exactly, which makes you think, you know, at least that's, you know, unlike, the Rune Sentinels or whatever. That guy in Earthen Peak was unique somewhat, but apparently not. Like, this mutation can happen in multiple people, and not unique to that boss at all. And why is it even here? You know?
Why?
In an ice cave.
What? Does it still spit? Are those still poison balls that it spits?
I don't know. Like, it might be. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if it's like poison or weapon degradation.
Like either way, literally all they did was like change its skin tone, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like having an animal skin tone, match its environment implies that it's camouflage. But a creature like that doesn't need camouflage, like, so they didn't even need to do that.
Well, it also can just be because of like different environments that they have been like raised in. Like that's why humans have so many different skin tones.
Right.
It's because of the different like melanin levels that resulted from hundreds of thousands of years of growing up in different locations in the world.
So I wonder how these guys evolved, because
icy pines.
Yeah. Like, these guys are like Sonic spin dashing all over the place. Like, I don't see how in the genetic code, like, okay, this creature is gonna roll around on the ground, and that's its only method of attack.
Well, if you're gonna start like questioning the attack methods of fantasy creatures, then you're gonna have a bad time, most likely.
That's true.
But speaking of Sonic, actually,
Go on.
It was.
What is that I hear? Ice Cap Zone? Don't play that again.
No, that was just for that one episode.
You did it twice.
I only did. Well, see, one of them was Act 1, and the other was Act 2.
Oh, okay.
So, it was different. But no, a couple weeks ago, or last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember exactly when. But recently, a new Sonic game was tentatively announced as part of Sonic's 25th anniversary thing. They didn't say they were releasing a game for the 25th anniversary, which is good. Oh, hi. Hi, guys.
It's golems.
You guys gonna?
You saw these guys from Drawing Lake Castle.
Yeah. You guys gonna come to life and attack us, or?
They will, yeah.
Okay. Of course. Yeah, it's a good thing that they didn't like announce a game for release this year because that is part of why Sonic
but
06
it's
was
this year, the 25th anniversary.
Yeah. This year's
Okay.
this year's the 25th anniversary, and releasing a game before it's ready is kind of why Sonic 06 was as bad as it was. And that was because that was released for the 15th anniversary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because 10 years ago, they wanted to get it out the door before 2006 was up, and that ended up being a bad idea. So yeah, they didn't really give any information except that it's apparently being headed by Sonic Team again because
they're apparently still around for some reason.
well, a developer called Big Red Button was responsible for the last big Sonic game.
Boom.
Yeah, and that didn't turn out
Achieved
very well
with
either.
CryEngine. Wait, did they use CryEngine or was it Unreal 4?
I think it was CryEngine. Like, I'm pretty sure they did use it, like, for the Wii U version of the game. It was built on CryEngine 3, and it
Oh,
does
yeah,
not.
look at what you can achieve with CryEngine 3.
I mean, I'll give them credit for the fact that it doesn't have the same generic, like, art style that every first-person shooter on Steam that tries to use CryEngine has.
Yeah.
Like, they did put a little bit of effort into it. They just didn't put
It's still
enough.
programmed, like, abysmally.
They did a very bad job of actually making a game. And then for some reason it's getting another 3DS game. Like,
Yeah, another Sonic Boom game.
yeah, the 3DS version was not terribly well received either. Like, it was better than the Wii U one, but
Well,
not
yeah,
by much.
it was overshadowed by the Wii U version.
Why can we
So
not
maybe
hit
not
this
as many
guy?
people knew about it.
There we go. That was some real trouble hitting that guy. But yeah, like the 3DS like companion Sonic Boom game, because they weren't the same game. Like, they were two different games that
Yeah.
released at the same time.
It's to build up the new image
Ah.
of Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's not even though, because like they literally, like, when it was announced, they were like, oh, this is going to be a completely separate like universe. It's going to be something totally different. So it's like,
It's not.
well, I mean, I guess it's an easy cop out for them now that it turns out that everything except the show itself like sucks. They could just be like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going back to normal Sonic here, guys.
Yeah,
don't worry.
that's how you make an excuse. You meet that thing in the middle, and then you can go either way depending on whether the game's bad or not.
Yeah, well, considering the fact that it wasn't developed by Sonic Team, I don't think they ever intended Sonic Boom to be like the new Sonic. It was just that was convenient at the time because they were making a TV show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, no. It just seems weird because Sonic's like looked the same since a while now, and then it just turns out they redesigned him again in this one instance.
Yeah.
So.
Which gave him even longer legs, which was weird.
And his arms are blue. Ugh. It looks like he's wearing a onesie now.
Yeah, and he's got that little ascot and some weird like extra spines on his head, like extra tiny ones. That just
if that type of Sonic was recolored, it would actually look like a Sonic OC.
yeah, pretty much. Original character, do not steal.
No.
Hey, look at all this.
Look at all that unexplorable area.
Yeah. But yeah, like they've still been doing the like they made a companion comic to go with Sonic Boom as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, but they've still been doing all of the like original Sonic comics at the same time too. Like they never stopped doing those. So
Oh, and then eventually they're gonna have a crossover comic between the two
oh god, probably
incarnations of him.
I think they already might have actually.
All right.
Maybe not between the... Oh, there's an invisible guy, it looks like. Or was that... Oh.
Nah, it's a ghost.
Ugh, that guy. He's disturbing. They had some... So I don't remember if it was a crossover with Sonic Boom. I don't think they had, like, the actual Sonic... Like, Sonic and Knuckles and Tails, like, meet up with their alternate universe forms. But I think they already did have a crossover. Comics are weird, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Why don't they just like cross over with something fun like Archie? Oh.
Well, it's the Sonic comics are made by Archie, actually.
Well, yeah. Why don't they do that? Unless they already did.
They've crossed over with the Mega Man comics. See ya, dude.
Yeah, I know that.
Seeks the Chaos, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah. By the way, was this the first time we found the soldier guy?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. So, well, at the moment we started with 1, and then we're trying to recruit 3 more. So we have a total of 4 that will help us during the fight against the Ivory King.
So those are the guys that we're looking for. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's entirely optional. I mean, we can challenge the boss like right now.
It's just a lot harder.
It's very ill-advised, and it becomes very clear why when we actually enter the fight area.
Fair enough.
And we pushed a tiny snowball, rolled down the hill, and it became a fucking giant ice boulder.
I appreciate that.
Which is, yeah, okay. I appreciate that they create a shortcut, but I have no use for it.
Well. Oh, did that just lead back to somewhere we already were?
Yeah.
Oh.
It did. And then, like, since I've cleared this area, I can just, like, teleport to another area
just warp out.
That is, yeah, that's, like, nowhere near the shortcut that was just created.
Well.
Thanks!
Maybe they... Who knows?
Yeah, try to think of a reason. I mean, I saw a video, of course everyone knows about extra credits. It's like, I saw a video by them that's called, like, the true genius of Dark Souls 2 or something like that. And I'm like, you know, I refuse to watch that. Nothing is going to sway me from my opinion of this game.
I would seriously hope that would be sarcasm, but knowing them...
No, the extra credits guys, like, they don't make any jokes.
Yeah.
Well, no, now that I think about it, you know, I'm kind of curious about it, but, like, I can't imagine them, you know, making entirely valid points, but that's just me assuming.
I feel like any valid points you could make would still be overshadowed by Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like those 2 games literally just do everything better than this one does.
Yeah. Like if this game wasn't called Dark Souls 2, and if it was called like
Lords of the Fallen.
Or yeah, something like that. Some dumb name like that. Like then it wouldn't be as bad. Like it would soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't be expecting, you know, Dark Souls.
I mean, like as soon as you put a number or subtitle, you know, and then it's made clear that this is supposed to be a follow-up to a previous game. You have to live up to the previous game. Like, if this was a standalone game, then it would be less, you know, important to compare it to Dark Souls and Demon Souls. So.
Yeah, it's like there. It doesn't really matter so much when you change gameplay kind of, what am I trying to think of? Conventions, like between sequels. like that can still be done well. Like you look at the difference between the Metal Gear Solid games. Like there are dramatic differences between like MGS 1 and 2 and then MGS 3 and even then between like MGS 3 and 4. Like the games change very significantly in like just their basic design philosophies, but they still kind of have that Metal Gear Solid heart underneath everything. And
yeah.
with Dark Souls 2, it's like
He's trying to do the same thing, but it's still not as good.
Yeah, like the basic gameplay loop is still very similar, but it's missing the thing that kind of made the first Dark Souls so kind of enduring in the first place.
It's a lack of direction, dude. Like,
yeah,
he wasn't on this project the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, not that Tanamura, Yui Tanamura, the guy who directed this. It's not like that he did a bad job. He just like it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, he didn't make a Dark Souls game.
I'll give it a C.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. I'm okay with that one.
What?
I'm okay with one mimic in a room of 5 chests.
Okay.
As opposed to
it dropped Katarina armor, by the way.
Ah, okay, cool. As opposed to 3 mimics in a room with 3 chests.
Yeah. The biology of the mimic, it's explained that
Ooh.
hey, these things, just evolved to look like treasure chests, and then it just lived on by preying on greedy adventurers. But you'd think that by now they would just make chests that don't look like mimics.
Oh, but we see there are 2 different kinds of mimics in this game, at least, so the mimics evolved.
Yeah, but in DS3, the chests looked like the ones in DS1, so maybe it's like they evolved differently in Dragon Lake as opposed to larger.
Yeah. Oh god, look at all these zombies.
Not sure why they're here.
So that we can make them slide down the mountain there.
Yeah. This is the area that we need that we actually got the key for near the Flexile sentries, those 2 in the cave, and then that opens up the way to the co-op area of this DLC.
Yay!
But at the moment, that's a side thing because we're recruiting our party. We're building up our band of merry men to get everything.
So given that it's like advised that you go through and kind of find all of these knights, is this particular DLC like longer than the other 2?
Perhaps. Mainly because like you go through the DLC once, and then
a second time,
and then a second time with little detours out and about. So then again, like you're still like at least running through the same area at least twice. So maybe that extends the time of the DLC a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like we've been here longer than we were in the other 2.
Well, the first one is like that. That's obviously a lot shorter than the other DLCs. But for the second one, keep in mind, I left out 2 bosses in that DLC that'll come back in episode 35, and one of the bosses I could have challenged. And the other boss that you can only fight after that boss, it's after an area. So I did miss that out.
All right. Hello, Lockstone.
The only Faris Lockstone in the DLCs.
Sadness ahead.
For some reason, More sadness? Like, I never really got that, because in this treasure chest we find, the Durgo's hat, which, it's supposed to be kind of like an advanced version of the, hat of Faris in DS1. Except it has like a monocle scope thingy. So,
Right.
And then I think it increases bow range or something. But I don't know why those messages said sadness, because it's not like you ever meet Durgo, or Durgo's like made mentions elsewhere.
Maybe they
Or
were
whatever.
just maybe they were just disappointed in the quality of the armor.
Maybe. I don't know. The hat looks pretty cool, I guess, but extends bow range. Like, I don't think I'll need that.
Yeah. So, a game came out recently that you were looking forward to.
Zero Time Dilemma. Yeah, I already played and finished that.
How'd you feel about that?
So that game was definitely made on a budget. Like, I
Maybe-
feel like there's a lot of things that was cut.
Maybe that's why the first two games were not made in like full 3D.
Yeah. I mean, like, Zero Time Dilemma is definitely like aiming a lot higher than the previous two games. And then the game doesn't reach that goal as well as the previous two games.
No.
But you know, it's still good. Like, apparently the director like made promises on certain things but didn't deliver on it. But I wasn't around, like in those tweets, so it's not like my experience was affected by those promises, because I didn't know about them.
Yeah, people really need to stop like getting themselves hyped up for pre-release like bull.
Yeah, the only like the previous stuff I had of Zero Time Dilemma was with the trailers.
Yeah.
And the animation quality and lip syncing, the quality of that, like, in the trailers is exactly like in the game. So, which is terrible. The animation in that game is fucking awful. So I know it's not like I was like super hyped about it, but I was still excited. But as for the actual game, pretty good. Like, since it's like extremely non-linear, like you can play that game as if like it's a Tarantino film if you want. So it does encourage like multiple playthroughs on like the previous games. And then like the Zero Escape 1 and 2, that's gonna get ported to PC, probably.
Right. I
So
heard about that. Yeah.
So after that, then I will buy it on PC as well. And then I'll probably play Zero Time Dilemma a second time.
How would you say? How would you say you like it in comparison to the other two games?
It's obviously going for something a lot different. It obviously lacks a few things, like Virtue's Last Reward, that had like an extras thing, like you could just read notes about just lore about anything, you know,
Yeah.
to do with the characters or with the world. But Zero Escape 3 doesn't have that, like, so that's obviously not included because of time constraints.
Right.
Of a Zero Time Dilemma or something, you know, something like that the developers had. And there's like some things like the plot doesn't really. You'd think something would happen after a certain thing happens, but it doesn't happen. So I feel like some plot threads were planned but never happened. So that's obviously another thing to do with constraints. But
Look forward to that coming in DLC.
no, I think they're. No, Spike Chunsoft aren't really the publisher for DLC.
Yeah, fortunately.
Like, if they were, there'll be, like, tons of DLC for Danganronpa, like... That's your real here.
Could you
That was my
imagine,
review
though?
for Zero Time Dilemma. I don't know, like, I don't want to say stuff about the characters or story, because that's obviously spoiling a few things.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Would
I
you-
know, the overall I enjoyed it.
So you would say it's worth playing if you're a fan of the other two games?
Yeah, which is weird to say, because, like, I know if you are a massive fan, then you would keep up to date with, like, the hype stuff, but I'm in the awkward place where I am a fan, but don't keep up to date with that, so I don't know, I was in the best position there, so I don't know how my experience affected it.
Well, your experience meant we just died to a witch doctor, so...
Yeah, man, invaders in this game suck.